Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to a very special replay cast. I woke up this morning. I usually stream at about 10 a.m. Japan or Korean Standard Time. It's around 6 p.m. In North America, but today I was a little hungover. Went to a small party last night with some friends. We made udon by hand. We pulled the noodles and did all that stuff, so it was kind of a cool little cultural experience last night. But again, I woke up pretty hungover, and so I didn't really feel like streaming. Instead, I took a look at some replays that we had logged, and I saw this one, and it kind of piqued my interest. This is SnOw in the bottom left-hand corner. His opponent is unknown, but this was described as a extremely silly game, so I'm kind of excited for it. With that preamble out of the way, we're jumping into this PvP, and I'm very curious as to what kind of wackiness we're going to see. We've seen some really wacky PvPs in the past, and know that things can get really strange when DTs and observers end up getting sniped. It can get pretty weird. For example, like you can put a DT on a ramp like this, and nothing can really get up that ramp until you kill these eggs. So that's kind of a unique part about this map, is that you're going to be able to block pretty easily until those eggs are killed, and then the ramp is just quite a bit bigger. So you're going to be able to slip things through. Now, SnOw here, he is the silliest streamer I think that we have. You know, there's very few other players I would put above him. Ooh, a proxy. There we go. Things are starting to get spicy already. This guy, he on the ladder, generally doesn't play very serious. He likes to play for fun, and he loves to clown on people. He likes to, you know, do some sort of weird scout builds and all kinds of wackiness. Just to make his fans have a good time, to make people in his stream laugh. And he does all kinds of stuff like foot clapping and all that silliness, as you've probably seen many times. Plenty of memes of that going around. In fact, on SCTV EN, the Soup Live channel, I recently added an emote for that. The foot clap, the SnOw foot clap. Gateway over here at the center left. Guess that's going to be for DTs, exactly as expected. A wacky PvP, you gotta have DTs. Dragoon moving around this left-hand side. Is he gonna find this? Oh my goodness, that would be crazy if he ended up finding that. Gonna give him so much good information. Robo is on the way. It's a one-gate Robo here from SnOw. And so he should have exactly the antidote to this type of play. So we'll see if he's able to completely block this out or not. Two Dragoons are heading over towards the natural. Now a DT is being made here, and a DT is being made here. He's going to go in and try to get some damage while blocking with the DT back at home. Two Dragoons definitely beats this one Dragoon plus Zealot. But it takes time. It's not an easy job. You got to kind of kite that Zealot back. If you let the Zealot attack and the Dragoon attack, you will actually lose that fight. The Zealot does more DPS than the Dragoon, so you have to kite really effectively and just target down the Dragoon. He is going to get in here and start to target this Dragoon down pretty heavily. Running the Dragoon up the ramp first. Now the DT can come forward and block that from getting in. Wait, what? He let that get in. That's crazy to me that he allowed that Dragoon to go down. That absolutely should not have happened. There's an observer on the way now, but DT's already into the main base. Gonna try some blocking here with that Dragoon. Can he prevent major damage? This is some really good blocking, my goodness. Slowing down this DT by quite a bit, but there's only so much he can do. 4 probes have gone down. We're gonna get up to 5 kills, 6 kills, most likely. Great probe micro here. Oh my goodness, he's having a really hard time clicking anything. Try to get another few kills. That's a lot of damage, boys. A huge amount of damage here being done in this main base. And another DT slips in, by the way. I think he's seen it. I think he has indeed seen this. And he will be able to intercept, running around a little bit more. managing to keep this DT alive a little bit longer, but it will end up going down in the end. Back at home, making a couple of cannons, as you do with a DT play like this, and getting that Nexus online as soon as possible. Nexus here for SnOw is also coming online, but he is dramatically slowed down. You can see a huge probe advantage for our nameless Protoss player. SnOw is in a rough spot, and he's going to have to do some miracle plays to try and bring this one back. Very curious to what we'll see, but of course, we're going to have Reavers coming out. Reaver, the spirit animal of SnOw. We say it time and time again. This guy, the best in the world at utilizing those incredibly difficult to use units. They're just very tough to get maximum value out of. But he maneuvers his shuttles like just about no one else can. This DT is driving back the Dragoon here, but it looks like it's going to be killed. And once the DTs are eliminated from the map, can start to push out here, getting rid of this gateway and that. Very good stuff. Only 2 cannons here is kind of insane. With this army, what we're seeing right here, he could actually bust right through that. Just dodge some storms and kill the 2 cannons. There's only 2 storms available. Cannon on the high ground is kind of funny. But it is walking a very fine line. Only 7 probes ahead now. Looks like SnOw's been able to catch up ever so slightly, taking a 3rd base behind this, knowing that his opponent's probably going to be pretty defensive with this Templar tech. Now, one thing that the purple player can do is get a Robo and go for some drops on the other side of the map, but I have to get rid of this Observer first. If you don't get rid of the Observer, then he's going to end up catching your shuttle coming out, and that's not going to end well. Some gateways are being thrown down, but you can see SnOw is catching up nicely. This is the difference between a pro player and just a really strong ladder player. Even with a big advantage coming from that early DT play, SnOw is still starting to even things out, and you know that he's playing furiously here at almost 300 APM. Maybe not like his life depends on it, not like an ASL game, but he still wants to bring this one back. That's content. That's good content for your stream. If you're able to win a game like, oh my goodness, he's building cannons in front of his natural. Like, all right, I can build cannons too. Let's see how you like it. Storms don't do any damage to cannons, my friends. They do not do any damage to cannons, and he sees just gateways being made. This is a pretty sneaky call here. Cannon at the back of the natural. There's the Robo finally coming up, but the 3rd is already mining. The 3rd is already kicking here for SnOw, and he's actually going to get ahead in probes soon if he keeps slamming out probes 3 at a time. We'll get up to that like 50 or so number that you can really utilize all of your gateways, and he doesn't even have many gates. Only 2 gateways. 2 gateways here, guys. They're just gonna start building cannons in the front. This is where the wackiness starts, guys. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 cannons is pretty wacky in a PvP right in front of the natural. Let's see if he's even seen this yet. Oh, he sees the shield battery right now. That's all he can see. Look at the vision on the map for this guy is basically nil. He has some Dragoons over here. He's expecting some sort of Reaver drop to come in and dismantle him, and now he's going to start to push out. He sees all the cannons. Oh my goodness, this is hilarious. Reaver going to be microed here in between the cannons. The storms are great for getting rid of the Reaver, though. That Reaver just going to get stormed to death. Oh my goodness, he just uses the shield battery to heal through all of the storms. That's so funny. And that huge hit there is absolutely devastating. I think every storm was used to try and get rid of that Reaver, and he just repaired it back up using the shield battery over and over and over again. Kind of like a D matrix, just negating the damage from the storm. That is hilarious, guys. You can see each point of energy heals you by 1 point of shield. And so if you've got, you know, 150, it's, what, 120 damage that the storm does. So if he just keeps hitting the shield battery over and over again with the Reaver, he can handle quite a few storms. Look at how many shield batteries he's making, guys. Oh my goodness. This is so many cannons, too. How do you even handle this? I guess you have to make some shuttles and start to get out on the map. You can't just sit here and try to bust through. He's built a Stargate. Are we going to see a recall? Oh, God. A recall is coming, guys. Oh, no. Oh, no. No, no. This is pretty silly. The funny part is the army is probably big enough for SnOw at this point that he could maybe... No, he doesn't even have any gateways back at home. That's crazy. No gateways there. Another base goes up at top left. Another base center left. He, of course, has that third. He's going to start spreading the probes everywhere. Getting a citadel of his own back at home. Goons everywhere, waiting for any sort of a move out. Any sort of hint of a move out. He's going to be caught. But does he know? Does he know about the Arbiter tech? I don't think so. I don't think he knows about that. In fact, he's going to kill this observer over there. That's kind of funny. No idea about the Arbiter that's on the way. And yes, oh my, what? He's getting energy first? Oh, that's wild. That is truly wild. Is he gonna wait for both upgrades? That's nutty to me. Wait for energy and then recall and then stasis and go out and recall and then have a stasis as well? Dude, that seems insane to me. I think we're probably just gonna see the recall immediately. I think that's what we're gonna have, but I could be wrong here, guys. Looks like that's a lot of zealots. A lot of zealots are available here. I don't think he'll necessarily be able to stop the Arbiter from going out on the map. And, you know, he really doesn't have much to counter it. Almost no army. And so even if he just goes out and recalls out here, he can just run into the natural. He doesn't have to recall into the main of his opponent. That's not necessary. Zealot load up, but this is a slow shuttle, and there are Dragoons everywhere. Maybe he baits with this shuttle to try and get the Dragoons out of position? No, he's just gonna fly out here and die. Yeah, this is just dead. That's not gonna work. All right, time is ticking here. Clock is ticking, guys. Bunch of these mineral fields are about to run out. It's all gonna come down to this recall. I don't see how this possibly will work, but he's gonna give it a shot. Base in the bottom right as well. Base in the top left has cannons now. Goons are ready. Where is that Arbiter? Where is that Arbiter, and when is it gonna fly out? It's gonna have it, right? I thought it popped out already. Oh, there it is. All right, Arbiter's here. 90 energy on that. Another attempted drop out of the base. I mean, we're 14 minutes in. SnOw's got to be like, what the heck is going on? 1,400 minerals in the bank. Can throw down an insane number of cannons. If you just started building cannons everywhere, like if you build cannons down here and cannons up here, what are you even going to do? You can try to fly through this, but you leave the Dragoons there, and everything is just, it's just cooked. Like, there's no way. Just 2 cannons still at the front is so funny. You could use the Reavers or just walk in here, except for this cannon on the high ground. Reavers would have a hard time with that, let me tell you. I'm gonna try and fly out with a probe, I guess. Maybe right as he moves out with the Arbiter. He's got the Arbiter here. He's ready for the recall. There's really not that much on the map for SnOw. I feel like he's getting a little complacent, perhaps. Oh, wow. A Dark Archon. No way. Oh my goodness, if he moves out with the Arbiter in this direction, the Dark Archon feedbacks, I am gonna laugh so hard. Holy. The foot clap is real, guys. Here we go. He's heading out. He's got the 150 energy. Making a run for it. Another Dark Archon is being made. I'm not sure where, though. Dark Archon somewhere. There we go. He sees it. Oh, there's the recall. He manages to get out, but he loses the Arbiter. So the Zealots are going to be unleashed on the map. Where are they going to go? Definitely not into this cannon line. He's got to make a run for it. Possibly up to top left. And he should slip out this drop at the same time. You know, come down here. I'm not sure if there's mind control or not. There's the Dark Archon Zealots just running around. He actually needs to go for the main, guys. I don't know what he's smoking, but he needs to go directly to the main base. Why is he fighting this army? That is crazy to me. I was going to jump on top of this. So many Zealots are going to die to just these Reavers that cannot be brought back. They cannot be brought back to fight if he runs to the main. Go! Go, you crazy, crazy Protoss ladder player. You are insane, my friend. DTs on the map. Oh my goodness, DTs here is so crazy. If he just builds DTs and holds the ramp, you can't kill the main. Oh, that's so wild. Oh, that's too much, guys. These Zealots are just gonna run around, maybe kill one base, something like that. Maybe two maximum, and yeah, I can just transfer the probe somewhere else. You can make DTs here and block the ramp. Drop over here. Zealot's gonna come out. He targets down. That critical shuttle has two, what is this? Two plasma shields is hilarious as well. I didn't even notice that until now. Two plasma shields. Why? Why would we do that? What is that, for the cannons? Oh, it's so funny. It's so funny that he went plasma shield. Oh, jeez. Okay, we finally have an observer out here, and it's gonna die. Oh, no. The observer, the one observer, dies here to the cannons over at top left. And this Nexus looks like it's about to go down as well. All the army is dying here to the insane number of DTs that have been made by SnOw. SnOw just completely containing this man. And he's about to be put out of his misery. Arbiter there. I think this might have been... yeah, he might have gotten a feedback on that. I think that we might have missed that feedback. Just complete shutdown. Complete shutdown on this attempt with the Arbiters to go and get some damage done. He hasn't even lost a base. Gonna try and get a surround on this Archon. Can he get it? Get the Archon. He has to kill it. He's got to kill this Archon. Otherwise, the Arbiter will never get out. There we go. He's gonna get it. He's gonna get it. Run, Arbiter. Go. Send the Arbiter. Oh, there's three more Dark Archons coming. Oh, it's so over. It's hilarious. It is hilariously over. Here it comes. Oh, man. No. Oh, it's so rough. Oh, it's so painful. He's got two more arbiters. You can do it. Another two. Oh, he's only got the one, but he did feedback the right one. So there you have it, guys. These arbiters are absolutely useless. This one has 88 energy, and without enough to do that recall, he is getting nowhere fast. Arbiter gonna head over here to center left. There's no mining remaining. 200 out of 200 maxed Protoss with no money. And not a hope in the world here of taking out any of these bases, it seems. Still trapped with the Dark Archon there. He's got an observer watching, waiting. And a Dark Archon there. Looks like this Nexus will be taken out. A teensy tiny win in what is just a slew of losses. And probes being sent down. He's not even building anything. 9,000 minerals, my friends. 9,000. We're going to get mind control as well. So not only are we going to steal the energy from these units, we're also going to steal the unit itself. Just for good measure. 70 energy on this one. Oh, he's managed to slip around. He better have a probe when he... oh, Oh, wow. He can't even afford a Nexus. What am I saying? Bro, didn't even save 400 minerals for a Nexus? You have got to be kidding me. There's no way he can long distance mine. Ever. This is never happening. Looks like you will get the recall down here into the bottom right-hand corner. And potentially kill this one singular base. Probes are going to be pulled to help with the fight here. Trying to target down some of these Zealots and High Templars in the midst of the chaos, but eventually he will kill this base. However, there is really no hope for our little ladder Protoss. This is a classic ladder Protoss. Leagues behind a player the caliber of SnOw. Does not stand much of a chance, and yeah, he found himself in a good spot early on and forced a kind of a weird game, but SnOw adapted extremely well, and now he's going to mind control this. Oops. That's mine now. Thank you for the probes. 8 probes here, by the way. 8 probes are now mine. Arbiter over here in center left. I guess that was feedback again. Now 164 supply. Not really much left. Not really much remaining on the side of our purple Protoss player. We're going to speed this up 2 times speed. Watch the Reavers here. At least it'll be bearable watching them move around. Here we go. A bit of a cheeky mind control there on the one Arbiter at center left. And of course the feedback on that other one. I guess we're going to have him run out and try to fight. No, he just leaves the game. GG. What a wacky and weird game. I'm sure that SnOw was playing this whole thing out with a big old smile on his face, laughing along with his chat. PvP is something special. Don't you agree, boys? Didn't you have fun? If you did, make sure to leave a like here and subscribe to the channel. More wacky games coming up in the future. That's all for today, folks. See you in the next one.